Thank you. So it is right at 1 o'clock Central Time, and I think we are about ready to start our webinar here, where we're going to be talking about apparel. I appreciate everyone who's here. I'm Andy Strauss. I'm the president of Goldner Associates, and today we're really going to be focusing on apparel, as I mentioned. I'm pleased to introduce one of our favorite and top supplier partners, Sanmar, who is really supporting us and will be leading us through today's webinar. Sanmar is one of the largest apparel suppliers in our industry, and really we feel one of the strongest for sure. They're a family-owned company with great values, believing in corporate responsibility, sustainability, safety, compliance. They've got a tremendous commitment to inventory and service, which helps all of our clients every day. There's nothing worse than placing an order for 144 pieces and you're out of one size of one particular color. And Sanmar works so hard to have deep inventory for all of you. They're a global company with a footprint across the world, and they really participate in helping many of those local communities as well. They've been a great long-term partner for Goldner, and many of you on the call today have worn and purchased their products, whether it was private label, such as Port Authority or Sport Tech brands, or one of the labels such as Nike that they also carry. And really just excited to share everything about Sanmar today. So please open up your chats and feel free to reach out. We want this to be interactive. We'll try to monitor that along the way. If you see something that you like, write it down, take a note, and be sure to communicate that with your Goldner Associates sales rep so we can get back to you. We will also be having different trivia questions along the way and door prizes with those trivia questions. So again, answers will be going through chat. So for those of you who type quickly, you'll do well today. And we want to just have some fun. So we're going to have 4 speakers today from Sanmar. BJ Charlie is going to be talking about apparel trends. Mindy Mosley will be talking about athleisure. Monty Mims, decoration and trends. And Joel Hoover will be covering products along the way. So with that, I am ready to turn this over to BJ to get us started on today's webinar. Thanks so much. BJ, take it away.
Let me try to get sharing here. How's everybody doing today? Wanted to quickly say thank you. We really appreciate you guys allowing us to share some time with you. We know you're all really busy, and as excited as we are to be able to meet with Goldner, which we get to do pretty often, and no offense to any of the Goldner people on the call, the most exciting part of this is that we get to meet with your clients, and that's really the exciting part for us. Kind of thinking about what I wanted to share with you guys today, and how it applied to the purchases that you're looking to make going forward. And I really wanted to focus on apparel trends and talk about the why behind the product suggestions that we put in front of you. And the 3 big trends that we're seeing right now are collect, protect, and made in the USA. And we'll dig into each one of these really briefly, because honestly, you guys are really wanting to talk about product today, and rather than hearing me talk a whole lot. So we'll start with collect. And what collect is really the trend that's going on right now is that the consumer is looking to collect and surround themselves with the things that we used to be able to go out and do, right? We can't go out and exercise. We can't go to the gym. We don't get to go to the bars and restaurants as much as we'd like to. So essentially our world is encapsulated in our home. It's about all we can really do. And this quote was from WGSN in 2018, and I thought it was really applicable because what foresight, right? There was a prediction about 2021, and the concept of home as a space for self-improvement, self-care, and community will be a growing market as 2021 nears, driven by the need for calm and comfort. And essentially, we've been here almost all the way through 2020, right? I mean, we're all trying to put all those things at home and stay comfortable and calm, and bring all those things really close to us. So what does that look like? Well, home is where I want to be. It's where I'm going to spend a lot of time focusing on mental health. It's going to spend some time focusing on physical health. I'm going to entertain at home. I'm not going out to the bars and restaurants, so I'm probably going to go next door and hang out with my neighbors. And the vast majority of us today are on this call working from home, and I think that's probably the biggest trend that applies to what we're talking about today. And if you look here, our friend looks like she's having a great time. She's nice and comfortable, and she's sporting some of our Ogio athleisure products. And those are things, you know, we're at home, so we're going to be more comfortable, more casual than we've typically ever been. But some of those pieces don't have to be just casual, right? They can cross over. So if you look in the center of the screen, you can see the District rocker tank, which is one of our most popular pieces. Really comfy, really casual, but you pair that with the Luma fleece, and you've got something that's professional enough to jump on an impromptu Zoom call, but you can take that jacket off and go for a quick run and be really versatile. And same for our guys here. You know, he's rocking the metal tee from District, and same thing. You can put a quarter zip on that. Looks really professional, but you can take it off and be really comfortable and casual. The second biggest trend that we want to talk about is protect. And I think this is probably one of the biggest and most notable trends right now. And I thought this statement at the beginning was really relevant. Protection of self and the shared world is an emerging consumer aspiration when considering what to purchase or if a purchase should be made. And when we talk about protect, it has everything to do with what's going on right now. With everything happening with the virus, we want to protect ourselves from that. We want to protect ourselves from the elements outside. She's doing a great job here with the ST420, which is our Posi UV long sleeve tee, which is going to protect her from UV elements. And then she's pairing that with the Sport Tech Ladies Triumph to keep her a little warm. We go on to the guys, and this goes for workwear as well, where he's wearing the long sleeve Carhartt piece to protect him from the elements. And of course, masks. This is everything that's going on right now, right? We're protecting ourselves from all of those things going on with considering the virus. And this is from adult to youth to neck gaiters to bandanas to whatever you need. We've got plenty of options here to keep you safe from the elements. I think probably the biggest part of the protect trend is protecting our environment. We want to make sure that our environment is here to stay. And if we look at the younger market that's really coming into the purchasing space right now, they're not going to accept a whole lot of lip service. They want to know that the product they are purchasing that you claim to be eco is truly eco. And if you look at the Sourcing Journal headline from January, why millennials and Gen Z need more than a veneer of ethics from brands. I think that's a great way to say it. They really want to know that you're standing behind that. So what we've done is we've brought in a lot of sustainable product. One of those products is our District Re-Tee, and this is 100% recycled. So back to what I was saying about lip service, and you don't want that veneer of ethics. This is a truly recycled product, 100%. So all recycled plastic bottles, all reclaimed cotton scraps, never re-dyed. So it's a great piece for water conservation. And purchasing this piece is equivalent to skipping over 6 weeks of showers. We don't recommend anyone skips 6 weeks of showers. So you can get the equivalent of that just by buying this shirt, right? Cotopaxi is a great partner, a new brand that we're bringing in right now. What's neat about this piece is that every single item is different. No two are alike. The owners of the company have given the manufacturers, the sewers, all pretty much carte blanche to just kind of make whatever color combination they want. So every single piece is going to be different, unique, all repurposed fabric. So very little impact on the environment. And then the last trend I wanted to talk about was USA made. During the ensuing months, the havoc wrought by the coronavirus generated discussions about the practicality of nearshoring business and perhaps creating a revolution in U.S. manufacturing. I don't know if this is even a perhaps. This is something that's been going on for quite a while. So I think the coronavirus has really just helped propel it. We typically see an increase in USA demand around an election cycle, but this is something that's been happening for a few years now. And Samar was a little ahead of the curve here. And in 2018, we purchased a facility in Tennessee that is kind of housing all of our USA made product right now. So whether it's tees or masks or anything that's USA made, we're going to this facility. And I thought this statistic of 78% of Americans would prefer to buy an American product if given the choice between it and an identical product. And that's pretty telling about where our focus is as a country right now. So like I said, USA American Tee, our USA 100, we've got that in an array of colors and styles, as well as our masks. And if you're considering using apparel to promote your brand, I think some of these statistics really resonate. 50% of US consumers either own a piece of outerwear or a bag that's a promotional product. So definitely resonating with the customer bases out there. If you're trying to get your brand out and get some repetitive visibility, apparel is definitely the way to go. And then for our trivia question, I tried to keep it nice and simple for you. If you've been paying attention, we've got the Nike Heritage Rucksack. And if you want to pop your answer up in chat, here's the question. Name one of the three trends we just discussed. And with that, I will hand it over to Miss Mindy Mosley.
Thank you, BJ. I know lots of chats are coming through, so hopefully you can jump on that quickly. So I am about to share my screen and start my slideshow. So I'm Mindy Mosley. I work actually within the sporting goods division of Sanmar. And really what I love about this is that I've given the opportunity, you know, athleisure and bizleisure, that's kind of a new word I think that we're going to start to see has transcended our marketplace, right? Like we're all working from home, and even if we aren't working from home, if you are going to an office or a business, it's a lot more casual than it once was. So what we wanted to do was focus a little bit more on this market for you and just call out a few more styles that we really see in what we are selling, along with just, you know, what is working every day, I think, for our own Sanmar teams. Like for instance, today I was going to show, I am wearing, this is the new era piece. It's the track jacket. The actual style number is the LENA 650, right? So nice and white with some stripes down the side, but it's been very trendy and very cool. So I get lots of, this is my go-to outfit. I like to say, what's your go-to outfit? I think Parvane had on one of the other pieces that we have, a woven, and just some really great stuff that we've got. So with that in mind, I'm just gonna call out, so we like to all think that we're cool. The Luma collection from kind of an oatmeal offshoot piece. There's a lot of new pieces within the Luma this season. So I think we'll get to a few new pieces once a couple people later might talk about those, but definitely look for Luma cardigans, obviously pullovers. You've got New Era, as I mentioned, New Era here on this gentleman with the baseball kind of French terry. So French terry is also, if you go to any collegiate bookstore or you're out there in the athletic markets, French terry seems to really be a popular new fabric that's come into line in the last couple of years. So we're seeing a lot more of that. And then you go over here, you've got another New Era piece with just suede cotton. So with the suede cotton, if you haven't felt this and you would like to get a sample, reach out to your Goldner associate rep, because I'm telling you, it feels like butter. We have a lot of pieces within the suede cotton line, and it's just an amazing, amazing fabric. I love our lady right here. She's dressed in a Henley. And again, if you're like me, which not everyone is, but I'm not a real big polo fan. I like to wear maybe a sleeveless polo on the golf course sometimes. But polos are kind of trending more for your guy market. And the Henley has become very popular for our ladies. So this is within the OGO line. We do have some within our Port & Company. And we also have our first ever Sport Tech Henley that just launched this past season. Now I'm going to go to my next market. So again, these are kind of our college atmosphere guys, however, and gals, but again, very trendy for what's happening in our marketplace. I'm going to talk about a little bit of our Nike product. So this is the cotton poly long sleeve tee, but we just launched the new polyester, which is our Legend tee coming from Nike, as well as the Club Fleece. Those are team-based items, and we are very happy to have those in all of the colors that Nike provides. Also within OGO, this is one of the pants that comes from, and I think this pant gets kind of lost in a lot of things, but if you don't have the fulcrum pant, I actually have it. I got it in a medium as a female because it is a men's only version, but it's one of the best sweatpants I think I've ever had. And I used to work for a big brand company, and I can tell you that OGO did a fantastic job with that pant right there. Again, the sweats, you know, joggers, fleece pants. Alternative makes a really great piece here with our women's jogger and also in the men's piece. And then, of course, some shorts over here. You can never go wrong with our Sport Tech line of shorts, but at a great, great price. Now, what I love about this slide is tri-blends. So everybody hears about tri-blends, and it's definitely what's happening in the market with soft t-shirts, as well as soft fleece. So right here, New Era, this is a little cinch tee. It's a tri-blend piece. It does cinch at the waist, very cute and decoratable. Then you come over here and Sport Tech. This is our tank top, but we have about 20 new styles now that are releasing within the Sport Tech brand, which is all tri-blend wicking. So that's within Sport Tech Posi Charge, which means it prints really great. You can't go wrong with that. And then what I love about also, check out the bottoms on everybody. I mean, who today is wearing yoga pants or capris? I had a couple people, we don't have a skirt yet. I wish we did. We got to get on that, Dan. I'm going to throw that over to our fearless leader, Dan. But one thing is just we're finding a lot of casualness in the marketplace, and no matter what you're doing in your day. A couple more pieces here. This is just kind of throwing out the alumni. Obviously, from a youth perspective, we've got tons of youth apparel. But again, New Era, I'm going to throw this one more time. That suede cotton, there's the full zip hoodie from a guy's perspective. We also make that in a women's. And then we also have a real casual, you know, the jean jacket, marbled scarf, things of that nature, very accessory oriented, hats, and go from there. This is a little bit more of a Nike slide where you've got some pullovers, and also a polo from our men's side. We do a really great job, a lot of color blocking, some limited fashion styles that we'll get over from the Nike side. And then I love, my favorite of all is our OGO Tech legging. So that's the LOE 402. It's great. You can throw up a logo on that. Anybody, it's very casual and just a wonderful piece for the ladies. Now, while this says dorm and Greek life, it's still very casual, and I see a lot of us, we are kind of living in our own dorm, right? We're at our houses, and sometimes you might be curled up on your couch and you're doing a Zoom meeting, so can't forget about your trusty blanket. That's always going to keep you nice and cozy because, of course, it's going to be cold in your house because it's really hot outside right now. But what I like is the canvas duffel backpack right here. You'll see a canvas duffel on the next page. Really great kind of outdoor inspired looks. The little flannel tunic piece that she's got on here, of course, it's wrapped around her waist, but we have done really well at Sanmar with those. We've come out with another style in that as well. So now we have two of those flannel looks coming through. And I would ask the question, I'm not on chat, but I mean, who's wearing pajama bottoms today? Or I could raise my hand and say, I wish I was wearing pajama bottoms today. But our flannel plaid pants are just really fantastic. Always a great gift. Something new and different, and again, something that everybody's probably worn on a Zoom call from time to time, or your favorite sweatpants. There's our canvas duffel that I was talking about right in the center. And then again, here we go with our joggers on the bottom. Bella Canvas continues to be a wonderful line for us. You'll see a lot of unisex apparel within Bella, but again, they make a really, really lovely hand. It's very soft fabrics, and we continue to do really great with Bella Canvas products. And then this is just a search feature. So oftentimes when people are looking for athleisure, you wonder, where do you go? I mean, there's so much out there. This is within the Sanmar website. If you just type in athleisure, you can see what products do come up. I love that we've got our limited edition Nike that will pop up first if we have some. Limited edition means that we just pull it in for just a little bit of quantities that we have, obviously not for the greater sale to continue in the market, but something that Nike's given to us to sell for the time being from the retail line. North Face, definitely a hot button for us. North Face continues to be a fantastic ad. Obviously, a lot of the stuff is a little bit more climate based. However, we're getting into some of the sweatshirts and casual pieces. Like, I never knew that North Face made a nice little fleece kind of track jacket. And again, just that really casual type of look is being very popular right now. A little bit more outerwear here. But I think that goes into what BJ was talking about, was protection. So as we go into the fall months, you'll see North Face continues to be very, very popular for us. And then last slide here, this is just talking about a little bit more of our t-shirt market. I mean, t-shirts you can never go wrong with. Sport Tech always is a great line for us. It's our performance line, so everything that you get within it is moisture management, lots of color blocking, electric heather, really fun things within that. Tri-blends, as I mentioned, ST400 line right here. You're going to see quite a few products that we just launched within that. And then here's again, OGIO. Gotta love our Luma. Few Luma pieces that sneak up in here. And again, all of our ladies, especially in Sanmar, and I'm sure some of you already have some Luma pieces, work really, really well. And then lastly, just throwing up a little shout to our district brand. Continues to be a softie favorite for us, gets stronger and stronger. A lot of our t-shirts and fleece continue to get more and more market. And then this is just a fun thing. It's kind of hard. And when I did this last time, I noticed that you all have kind of a bar up on the top of your screen. So you may not see what this website is. The website is actually whatdoyouwearongameday.com. And this was a portal for us at Sanmar where we just wanted to focus a little bit more on our team market. And that team market doesn't mean that it's just based on, you know, if you're a sports team, but I think we're all part of what do you wear on your game day, whether that's on your sofa, you're watching the game, or if you are going to a practice or you're going to watch your kid play, what is everyone wearing on that day? So we launched this website based on our team sports side because we needed a little bit more focus than the 1,000-page catalog that comes with Sanmar, which is wonderful, but it's really hard to find stuff in. So with that, we created a team and fan wear guide. So you can go into here. It's a smaller version. It's about 220 pages, which you can download digitally, along with our color guide. And again, if you are working within any sports mantra or even companies, you're always searching by color. So what you can do here is you can actually go into your team colors and you can pick, you know, I would like to go see maroon, and all the products that come up in maroon will filter through this website based on Sanmar and what's on our website. So it's a really great avenue for that. And last up, just our sports flyers downloads. These are just ideas that we found within these particular sports and or could be faculty. Like I like to use my faculty button here. So if you go on whatdoyouwearongameday.com and you see, you know, you want to look at some school faculty options for your kids' school or whomever it may be that you're selling to, these are just some ideas that we find are really great in the market, and we've kind of got a pre-built flyer for you. All right. So last up, here is my Sanmar trivia question. Really great piece, the OGIO Downtown Tote. I love that piece. I wish I could get this one. So here's the question. What is the name of the new sports-based website? I think I said it enough times, so I hope you guys can get it. All right, and with that, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I think I'm passing that over to Monty. Is that right? All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Mindy. Mindy is my M&M twin. Happy to follow suit. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. My name is Monty Mims, part of our decorator relations team. Let me get my presentation up here. Hopefully everybody can see that all right. So while Sanmar doesn't decorate, that is, you know, left in the capable hands of our customer base, we do have a division that focuses on all things decoration. We want to be here to inspire. We want to be here to solve some hurdles or challenges. And so in thinking about content to share with you all today, I wanted to key in on some of the newer decoration trends. And bear in mind that these trends aren't trends emanating from our industry. A lot of times we follow suit with what is established at retail. We have seen the rise of performance fabrics. Mindy has covered that, BJ touched base on that, and certainly now in today's comfort-focused environment, they're ever more growing. While embroidery has been around for literally thousands of years and continues to be a mainstay in the decoration side, as a connection to this growing use of performance fabrics, there are trends both directly related and also ancillary to that. So I thought today we should cover some of those things that could be considered an alternative to embroidery. First up is what really you'll find, again, most commonly at retail, especially on performance t-shirts, performance polo shirts. When you have a lighter weight, smooth knit performance polo, performance t-shirt, to couple that with embroidery, which is often the go-to standard. You know, the team's all getting a nice set of Nike polos for a corporate trade show or an event. And what do? We want that logo left chest and put the embroidery on there as per usual. But what can often happen is the embroidery can bunch or pucker, detail can be lost, and clarity and some of the finer points may be sacrificed. So a hybrid heat transfer, which is not the transfers of the 70s. For those of us that have been around for a while, transfers still face the ill-forgotten stigma of being temporary tattoos of apparel decoration. But know that in the modern times, with proper application, these are just as durable and long-lasting as embroidery and other methods. Cite again the retail, Nike and many other brands that have their logos done as a heat-applied object. We're following suit with that trend. I wanted to cover not only these 3 topics, but a couple of the why details behind them. So as I previously mentioned, the hybrid heat transfers will often pair nicely with these performance fabrics. A lot of the performance fabrics, as y'all may have experienced personally, have spandex in them. And there again, doing embroidery on spandex can have its own set of challenges, whereas several of the more advanced hybrid digital transfers will have some natural or pre-built-in stretch to them. And then the last thing, which I love the most, because there are a lot of company logos that have beautiful fine detail in them. As someone who did embroidery many years ago, I can attest to those conversations of sacrifice. You know, we're going to have to, you know, limit the birds in the background, or have to remove the gradient in your logo. And hybrid digital transfers don't require that. Next up is a trend that again stems from retail. We're seeing this most commonly on headwear, and this is a 2D PVC patch. This is keying in on one of the overarching trends, which is tactile. People want to see, touch, and feel. I think the tactile trend will grow as we've been sort of insulated in our own bubbles. As we do feel safe to re-engage and re-emerge, people want to experience that tactile appreciation. And so your brand and your logo done in this unique and innovative way that not only offers clarity and distinction, but that tactile advantage can really carry a lot of weight to it. Again, this is a great pairing with headwear. Sometimes doing embroidery on certain caps and cap styles comes at a cost and a challenge, whether it's dealing with the seams or the curvature of the bill. The 2D PVC patch can greatly reduce or eliminate those entirely. Higher perceived value. This is something that I think is most important, even though people like to talk about, budget and cost. A lot of times what that really equates to is ROI, and what is the value I'm getting for my money. So if we were to do this exact logo as an embroidered piece, show it side by side against this PVC patch, I believe you would have a much higher perceived value ratio, and ultimately a happy customer. And then lastly, again, this creates a distinct look, right? This is not what you're used to seeing, so it's going to stand out in a sea or a crowd of other like hats. And then my last topic is molded metallic emblems. Many of you all, again, may have seen this, whether it's at a professional sporting event or perhaps you attended a conference that gave out some high-end bags. This pairs well with our OGIO bag line, which already has a technical look to it and a sophisticated modern aesthetic. The emblems, and especially those with the kind of metallic finish, really pop, really stand off well against those types of items. Because it's dimensional, it keys into that tactile trend. It has a hand to it. It's got a cool feel. You'll have to learn to live with people coming up and touching your logo on the bag and starting a conversation. As I mentioned, this pairs well with our OGIO bags, but also with some of our kind of more modern performance hats from New Era and other key styles and brands. And then I would argue this probably delivers one of the highest perceived values. So because it's still so new and unique, people are going to ooh and ah. And if it's presented correctly with a sample and a showcase piece, price will become a thing of the past in that conversation. And then another and kind of final last piece is embroidery often requires a backing or stabilizer on the inside. With these heat applied objects, several of which I've shown you today, that's not part of the component. So whether it's a hat and you don't want to have that kind of rough abrasion against your forehead, or frankly a pocket in a bag that if you were to have backing would just add something that could cause interference, these heat applied objects really make for a nice solution. Thank you for the time, and hopefully some of those inspire some breaking free from that sort of embroidery left chest mindset we've lived through for many years. I have my trivia question here, and this will garner you an OGIO transfer duffel, one of our top selling styles, and that duffel's waiting for its metallic emblem to be applied. So here's my question. What is one advantage, just one, of the digital hybrid transfer over embroidery? Thank you so much, and I'll take off my screen share. Next up, I believe, is Joel.
That would be me. Thank you, Monty. So Monty has given you a lot of new techniques to use. Let's give you some product to put those techniques on. You just get this full screen here. Okay, there we go. So again, really appreciate Goldner allowing us this opportunity to talk to you. So just a little bit about us. We carry 21 brands. A lot of those are proprietary to us. If you've been in the promotional products world, buying this product for any length of time, you would know our brands: Port Authority, Port & Company, Sport Tech, District, Cornerstone. But I just want to highlight really quickly some of the retail brands that we partner with. As you can see on the right side of this slide, with Nike, Allmade, Cotopaxi, OGIO, Champion, Comfort Colors, North Face, Carhartt, New Era, Eddie Bauer. There's just a lot of retail styling going on within our line. So, and a couple reasons for using a retail brand. It does tend to add a little credibility when you see your logo next to a North Face logo. Those products are tested and proven over time. And end user, you guys like to see your name next to a retail brand that you're comfortable with. So I just want to throw that out there, because in the time that we have, I'm not going to be able to touch on all these. So I just wanted to get them out there at the beginning of the presentation. Our product line is very robust at about 60 to 80,000 SKUs. So what I'm going to do is just highlight some of the key categories and just give you a few products within each category that is either new to us or trending in the marketplace. So I want to start out first with t-shirts. When it comes to t-shirts, we have over 460 unique SKUs, everything from tanks to long sleeve to work shirts, sustainable products, fashion brands. So a few pieces that I pulled out that I want to share with you. I'm going to start out with our ReTee, and BJ mentioned sustainability. This was really a first for us, and really kind of being a first for the marketplace. This came out in January of this year. The ReTee is 100% recycled. The story behind this is fantastic. All of the cotton is going to be industry cut off. So when we're making t-shirts, Gildan, all the big brands, all of that cut off, instead of being sent to scrap, is actually getting remanufactured into a new thread. We're then mixing that with a polyester yarn that comes from recycled rPET, or water bottles primarily. So this is a new one for us. And if you have any sustainability initiatives, this is a great product for you to think about. It does come in quite a few colors, in both a men's crew and a ladies V-neck. Next brand along the same lines, this is going to be Allmade. This is a partnership that we made this year. Allmade, again, very sustainable product. Allmade is all about taking care of the employees who are making this product. They actually have a tracker on their website where you can see where every shirt was made. But these shirts are going to be a tri-blend, going to be made up of 50% recycled polyester, again, now rPET, 25% organic cotton, and 25% Tencel, which Tencel is organic. It's actually made from the pulp of the birch tree. A lot of colors available in this, in several styles. This is just my favorite tee. That's why it's here. I love this. I did a presentation in January for our team, and I described this as being bacon wrapped in butter. It really is that soft. It fits very well. It's got just a little spandex. It drapes nicely. It flows. This to me is one of those pieces that if you are at home on a Zoom meeting, it's really comfortable to wear around the house, but it's also for a t-shirt, it gives you a very elevated look. And that, again, you're going to have the men's in the crew and the ladies in the scoop neck, in a lot of colors. And then Mindy mentioned our partnership with Nike. The Legend tee is something that y'all have been asking us for years. We were able to bring that into the line this year. The Legend tee is the one you've seen it at all the sporting goods shops. It's been on teams for years. We brought this out in 13 colors for men, women, and youth. Color palette's going to go across all 3 silhouettes. And then getting into workwear. Carhartt is a name you all know. Carhartt is a brand that has done really well for us. Most construction workers are considered essential. They're still out there doing their job. And Carhartt has been a big part of that. So this is going to be a heavyweight t-shirt, reinforced stitching. It's going to have a pocket available in both a short sleeve and a long sleeve. And we did just bring in their Henleys too. So if you want something that's elevated above that with a button placket, we do now carry the Henley as well. So moving into the fleece category, we have over 500 SKUs in fleece. So if there's something that I'm showing today and you kind of like it, but you wish it were a different color or a different fabric, reach out to your Goldner rep. There's a lot of product in this catalog, and we're gonna find something to work for your program. So within fleece, we have crew necks, hoodies, performance, quarter zips, half zips, full zips, workwear, and a lot of these will go into extended size runs. First piece I want to talk about. This goes back to the re-tee that we brought out in January. We're now bringing in fleece, and this is coming soon. You'll see it here in the next few weeks. Again, that same process. This is a cotton poly blend, recycled cotton, recycled polyester. We're going to have 4 SKUs in this: a men's and a ladies full zip, a pullover hoodie, and a crew. And the color palette will match back to that re-tee if you wanted to do those as a combination. Champion is a brand y'all know. Champion's been around since 1919, famous for their reverse weave fleece or sweatshirts. This is a 12 ounce. It is a very heavyweight, very durable sweatshirt. We're starting to see this now be a trend in the marketplace. We're going to have 9 styles of this. The traditional crews and hoodies, as well as some pants. We've got, you can see on the bottom left, their blanket. That thing is a monster. Going into some of their pigment dyed colors, we even have their tie-dye as well. And again with Nike, this is Nike's Club Fleece. This is their 80-20 cotton poly blend. Again, you probably have owned one of these in your lifetime. It's been around for a very long time. It is just that super soft, comfortable Nike fleece piece. It's a nice mid-weight, available in the crew as well as the hoodie in a lot of colors. And we've also got the Team beanie, the bottom, which is a great companion to the fleece. And then the last piece I wanted to bring in is our core fleece. So with our core fleece, and the reason that I pulled this in, it is going to be a blend. It's a nice mid-weight piece. And what I love about this is we have 17 styles within this fabric construction, including upper left. It goes all the way down to infant full zip. That's just the cutest thing ever. But a lot of color available, great size runs in these. And again, 17 different styles in this fleece family. Next, we're going to move into polos. In the polo category, we've got 335 SKUs of polos, from easy care to performance, workwear, long sleeves, up into extended sizes. We have a polo and a woven that go up to 10X. So I think we can kind of outfit the entire company within polos and woven. So the first couple I want to talk about are within the Nike brand. The first one is the dry fit micro piqué. I like to pull that into these presentations because it really is a durable Nike shirt. It is in a lot of programs. It wears well, it's comfortable. It is going to be a dry fit piece, so it is going to be moisture wicking, available in men's and ladies. And you can see on the left just lots and lots of colors that will work well with your branding. And then on the right, and earlier I was going through this presentation with BJ, and he asked me why I put that in there. I put the crosshatch in there because I love it. That is my favorite Nike polo shirt. To me, it does have an elevated, more of a corporate look than some of the Nike. You've got that beautiful crosshatch pattern for both men's and ladies. Next up is in the OGIO brand. The polo on the left, the slate polo, that was new to the line in January. That one's got just a little bit of spandex in it, so it's very comfortable, drapes really well. The pattern on it goes in an opposite direction. So when you look at this shirt, it adds some dimension to it. It's just a beautiful shirt. And then on the right, this is brand new for us, just came out in our launch in August. This is going to be the Gravitate. in both the ladies 3/4 sleeve and the men's full button polo. This is a first for us. I don't think there's a lot of those out there, but it is a really interesting style. I think it bodes well for, you know, Zoom calls for all of us working from home at this point. You can see by the color palette in the bottom right, there's gonna be a lot of heather colors. Anything with texture and pattern for us is doing really well right now in the marketplace. The next one is an ad for us. This is our Silk Touch Performance. If you've been buying, you know, promotional apparel for any length of time, you know that shirt, the Silk Touch. It's been in our line for a long time. Continually, year over year, is a bestseller for us. Have that available in a lot of solids. I want to say like 15 solids. We've now brought it out in heathers. Again, the market is kind of bearing out that the heathers and a little bit of texture to a shirt is doing really well. So we now have this shirt available in men's and ladies in those heathered colors. This is going to be a snag resist, wrinkle resist, moisture wicking. This is just a great shirt at a great price point. And then the last one that I wanted to highlight, and this is for those of you who are in manufacturing, this is in our Cornerstone line. This is a snag-proof polo shirt. When we show this shirt, we take a grill brush and actually rub it across the fabric. This is the most durable shirt that we have in our line. It's available in a heavyweight that includes the long sleeve on the bottom left, as well as a lightweight men's and women's on the right. And we do even have at the top right a tactical version of that for anybody at security, EMS, fire. But it's just a great shirt if you need that long-term durability, or if you're in a manufacturing situation where traditional polo shirts just aren't going to hold up for you. Next, I want to move into dress shirts or wovens. We have over 120 SKUs here, everything from premium wovens to easy care, workwear, even fishing shirts. Again, we go up to a 10X in woven, and we offer talls in a lot of these styles as well. The first one that I want to pull up, and this really is what we would consider a high-end corporate woven. This is in our Red House line. I always kind of equate this to like a Brooks Brothers. Very, very finished, a lot of detail on this. On the men's shirt, you can't see it. It does have the pleats in the back. Our ladies has a reverse pleat. This is our ground check. So you get that open check pattern in both the men's and the ladies. Great styling, great finished detail. Next piece for us, and this is brand new as of August, this is in the OGO line. This one, again, is going to be a great blend. This is a cotton poly spandex. What spandex does in a woven, it just gives you a little bit more freedom of movement. You can tell by the cut of these, the men's is kind of in that, you know, untucked length. Definitely can be tucked in and worn with, you know, dress pants or untucked over jeans. Really just a very versatile silhouette here. The ladies piece has great cut on it. It scallops at the bottom. And my slide just jumped forward. Sorry about that. Again, just a great look, great silhouette. You can see the color palette on the right lends itself very much to corporate sales. Next one, and again, this is an ad for us, our Super Pro Oxford, which we have, I believe, 9 colors available in solids. Again, kind of tying into that pattern, we've added a striped silhouette in this in both men's and ladies. What makes this shirt so good for this market is it's stain resist, stain release, wrinkle resist. Again, this is just a shirt that's going to hold up if you're wearing it day in, day out. And you can see again on the cuts, it's a very flattering silhouette in both men's and ladies. Again, if you're looking for a pattern, go with the striped. If you're looking for a solid, we have a lot of solids available in the same silhouette. My favorite, I'm actually wearing that today. This is my favorite shirt. We brought this out in January. This is the City Stretch. This one, again, it has just a little bit of spandex in it. It's going to be 100% polyester. What I really like about this, and I think causes it to work well, is you can see in the image, you do have a checked pattern, which I like. But I know with a lot of logos, they can look better on a solid. So we have 3 solids as well as 2 checks in both men's and ladies on this one. And Mindy alluded to this earlier. We do have a traditional flannel check pattern plaid like this, but this is going to be a little more dressy. This is going to be in a poplin material. It's a 60/40 cotton poly, nice lightweight at 4.6 ounces. So this would be your dress plaid, I guess. But this is going to be new to the line. I think it's going to do really well. That buffalo check pattern just seems to work in so many markets really well. Moving into outerwear, we have 398 SKUs in outerwear, retail brands, soft shell, fashion, workwear, rain jackets. The first one I want to start out with, and this piece that you see on the top is new for us, the striated fleece, but it's part of what we call the collective. What the collective is, if you look at the image on the right, this is a rain jacket, comes in men's and ladies. Sorry, my slides are jumping. There we go. And we now have 5 liner pieces that will coordinate with that rain jacket. So if you're looking at a program where you're giving multiple gifts away, these will all coordinate back to that shell piece, but they are all great standalone pieces. So you can either, mix the colors up. I think it's the only 3-in-1 that I know of where you can actually choose the color of the shell and the color of the liner. But just a great product add for us there. The Anorak jacket, Anoraks have been around for years. They're just very easy. You can pack these into their own pocket, so it's easy just to put in a backpack, put in your car. It comes in a lot of colors at a great price point. And then on the right-hand side of that page is our Port packable puffy jacket. This was new to the line in January. This is a beautiful piece with a retail silhouette that doesn't have a retail price. This has a fantastic price point, available in men's and ladies. There is a vest version of this as well. I just didn't put it on the slide. And what makes it nice for our industry is it does come in its own bag that you can pack it into. So once the bag's packed, you're not losing your branding. You can put your logo on the outside bag as well as the jacket. So whether the jacket's being worn or packed, you're still representing your brand. The new plush cozy fleece, because I mean, look at it. You just have to put that in there. Super soft. One thing I like to point out is what you see on the outside, that's the same thing that you get on the inside. This thing is like just wrapping yourself in a koala bear. It's beautiful. So we just added, the men's and the ladies at the top have been in the line since January. The bottom 2 are new adds. So we have kind of the hip waist hoodie, as well as the zipped version of this. North Face we talked about earlier. North Face is a product that is really built for the elements. This is going to be their rain jacket, and I'm going to keep moving here because I'm kind of pushing time. Sorry, Andy. Within Carhartt, we did add a couple ladies pieces. We've been asked for that. We've got almost 40 Carhartt styles, and now we've got some product for the ladies as well in Carhartt. And again, that's a brand that's done really well for us this year. New in the headwear category, we did bring in Nike's 86 cap, which you've seen at retail. It's been around for a long time. That's their brush 12/6 panel. We do have a new low profile trucker cap in our Port line. Our trucker cap has done incredibly well for us, but the feedback from you all was we want a low pro version. So we brought that in this year as well in a lot of pretty colors. What you're gonna see on the left is that beach wash color palette. Kind of a pigment dyed look. We have 3 new silhouettes in that. I'm gonna show you a bag in a second. And we also have 2 cold weather caps. The cap is a soft shell finish with a fleece line, and then we brought in the fleece line beanie in those high vis colors. 3 new caps for North Face. Sorry, North Face's beanie. Their classic cap as well as their ultimate trucker. Those are new to the line as of August this month. And then moving into packs, backpacks, luggage, and brief bags. BJ mentioned Cotopaxi. These are the 3 bags we're going to carry. Again, the thing to know about this is if you were to buy 100 bags, all 100 are going to be different. The sewer gets to pick the color. The only thing that we can say to you is that the front of this bag is never going to be in a white or a pastel, so your logo will stand out on these 3 products. Moving into Nike, we have a lot of Nike bags. I added these just because the utility collection is a little different. If you look at the fabric, it almost looks more tactical than a lot of Nike products, which definitely lean sporting goods. So we have a duffel bag as well as a backpack. The hip pack, which is hip as in hip and cool, not wear that on your hip because it's 21 inches long. But very trendy product right now, as well as the tote bag at the bottom. A couple new pieces in OGIO. We have the connected backpack, which allows you to plug in your phone through the backpack. There's a charging port on the side. And then just 2 pieces that are small. They're kind of easy gifts for people who are working at home if you just need to send something to them. We've got the little vault storage at the top, as well as their cinch pack on the bottom. And I will tell you that is the most durable cinch pack that I've seen in the market. And a couple new pieces that are definitely geared to the ladies. A lot of OGIO is unisex, but these 2 pieces, the downtown pack, as well as the downtown tote, which was Mindy's giveaway gift, great product, definitely more feminine inspired. And we've added a couple new backpacks in North Face, actually 3 new ones to that line. And we have a new collection within Port. If you are looking for a high-end retail backpack, but your budget says we're not doing retail, take a look at this. This is as good as anything that you're gonna find at retail. Price points are fantastic. It's a 1680 ballistics, really heavy duty backpack, brief bag, and tote. All of these are gonna have a laptop sleeve and a trolley strap to fit over your rolling luggage. We talked about the beach wash in the caps earlier. Just know we brought in 2 new bags in that beach wash color palette. And blankets. You know, in Middle Tennessee right now, we're not thinking blankets, but it's right around the corner. So we have added a couple in our new Sherpa blanket, as well as our faux fur blanket. And then we've oversized a couple of our blankets. Normally they're 50 by 60. A couple of these are going to be 60 by 85, the oversized ultra plush, as well as the sweatshirt blanket. So definitely take a look at those blankets. Maybe not, you know, on your wish list right now, but that time is coming. Okay, so time for my trivia question. I'm giving away the North Face Connector backpack. This is our #1 backpack in North Face. And my question is, and I knew I was going last, so I tried to make this really easy on you. What product was on the last slide? Hint, cold weather is coming. All right, and I will stop sharing. And again, we just want to say from the Sanmar team, Andy, thank you guys so much for letting us be part of this. We really appreciate your partnership and you allowing us to do this today.
All right. Thank you, Joel, and everyone on the Sanmar team. I really appreciate it. And to all of our clients and guests who are on the call today, thank you for your participation. We've got some winners, and we will reach out to each of you. And I think I've got them written down here. Jennifer Sider won the Nike rucksack. We've got Jennifer Hargis won the Ogio Downtown Tote. Char Sabin won the Ogio Transfer Duffel, and Carrie Gardner was first and winning that North Face backpack. So way to go. Congratulations to each of you. We will be reaching out in the next day or two to get your preferred address and color choice for each one of those items. For everyone else, if you saw something that you like and you wanted to get more information about it, please be sure to reach out to your Goldner Associates sales rep, and we will get you all of the details. To everyone who is chatting, there was some great chats going on, a couple of good links that were sent at the end there with Sanmar's Zoom catalog for their newest arrival. So check that out in the chat log if you missed that. And I just want to say thank you. We appreciate your business and all of your relationships. Please stay safe during this time and have a great rest of your afternoon, and turn on some 70s disco music. Take care. Bye-bye.
That brings up